2, 1. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Today, we are back with episode number 37. It is a Sunday afternoon in El Paso, Texas, July 19th, approximately 3:20 in the afternoon. As always, guys, I'm joined by co-host of the podcast, Misa. Say what's up.
Yo, what it do.
Also, guys, producer of the podcast, Miss Milena, is also here today. Say what's up, Milena.
Hi, hello.
And today, guys, we are joined by very special guest, Jesus, friend of the pod. Actually, the guy who won our Hydro Flask giveaway.
That's first giveaway, right?
Our very first giveaway, yeah. His name is Kevin Austin. He's from Boston. Go ahead. Go ahead and start introducing yourself to the podcast.
What's happening, everybody?
Kevin! It's just reminded me of that movie, dude. It's just to tear your name out.
Which movie?
Fucking Home
Home
Alone.
Alone, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Sorry, guys. My movie knowledge is lacking.
But the best part about Kevin is he's the only guy I know with 3 first names.
Yeah. So we gotta rag on him for that. So his full name is Kevin Daniel Austin. Jesus Christ, white people, can you give him more first names than that? Jesus.
Don't forget it.
Don't forget.
His initials just spell out a whole name, huh?
Kidda. That's what his
Might kill the death average.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
He's got an acronym and everything.
My KDA.
He's really good at video games.
All right, so guys, shout out to you, Kevin, for joining us on this podcast today. Thank you for spending time with us, guys. Make sure to go follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and leave us a nice review.
Or a 4, either
or
way.
4 or 3 or 2.
Nothing lower, please.
Whatever. Leave us a review and a rating on Apple Podcasts if that's where you're listening to us. Kevin, give us a few thoughts that you've had from listening to a few of our podcasts, if you will.
It's good, man. I think you guys are progressing. You know, I think it's definitely come a long way from when you guys first started, and you know, you guys are slowly adding stuff, and you guys are, you know, smoother with what's going on. So, you know, I think you guys are doing pretty good. The one thing I did notice from the last one, I guess, since you guys are starting to do the YouTube and recording it visually, just for people that maybe, you know, aren't friends or are other viewers that are coming in, I guess you guys took maybe 2 minutes in the beginning to start it up, and you guys were kind of talking about what was going to happen and how to get it going. So if someone hops in and all they see is really nothing going on, you know, just to have maybe a little more something like that set up a little quicker to when you start recording, that you've got it already set up. Because, you know, like I said, for some random person that's just hopping in and they're like, well, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, if Chris was to hurry up and get that shit started all the time, then we wouldn't have that issue. But you're right, Kevin. Thank you, man. I'm going to note that shit down.
Hey, take notes, Misa. Yeah, dude, actually.
Don't interview Kevin again. No, just kidding.
Kind of like when we did this one, when we started doing the visual taping, we did it a lot sooner to when we started recording. But me and Misa were kind of trying to figure out if we kind of wanted to give people a post-show break and pre-show kind of vibes, just so you can kind of see you know, how it all comes together, and
Gotcha.
you know, it doesn't just end when the podcast ends,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't start when the podcast starts. But good critique, because visually, yeah, I can see how it could be
Yeah, well, maybe we could change something around to where, you know, we could start it off and then right off the bat, not having to wait for Chris. But
yeah,
dude,
great critique. We
Yeah,
really
dude.
enjoy that.
That's
it's probably one of the best ones somebody's actually been honest about.
I think that's the only one that is honestly.
Yeah, everybody's like, bro, you guys are sick as fuck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change a thing, man. You guys are, dude, damn, my favorite, dude. Joe Rogan's podcast, nah, nothing compared to y'all's. You know, and I'm over here yo.
Yeah, you know, for everybody that everyone knows or your friends, you know, obviously they're going to tune in and wait. But, you know, if you're trying to, you know, get it out to more people, if you have other people that are just hopping in and they're like, well, what the fuck's going on? You know, you'll lose some of your interest in that.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Thank you for sure.
Is that when you stopped watching or what?
Can you legit hear me? Because I sound different in my headphones.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You hear yourself in the headphones?
It's because I sound different than I normally do.
Yeah, we can hear you. Everything's fine. Okay, so guys, you know what we have to do to properly start this podcast off? It's a tradition, unlike any other. Everybody who's been listening, you already know what's about to happen. For those of you who's it's your first time, go ahead and catch up, okay? We're gonna crack this celebratory beer. Jesus, Kevin, God bless. Oh, did you hear that snap, dude? Wow, Jesus, Kevin.
He's played football clearly.
Oh, nice. What do you got to drink there, Kevin? Tell us. What are you drinking on today? What is it? Light Circus Hazy IPA.
Oh,
Okay. How would you grade that on a scale of 1 to 5? Misa's frozen.
Misa's got a funny face.
oh
Look-
shit!
Look at
Hold on.
Oh shit.
He's
There
frozen.
we go.
Hey, Misa, what are you doing, dude? All right, hold on. I'm gonna pause it and we'll pick it up right there. So let me see that beer that you got right there. What is that?
It's a Light Circus Hazy IPA.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell is a hazy
Damn.
IPA?
Means it's hazy, Lena. Means it's not so clear.
Whatever.
How
It's
is
dirty.
on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate that beer that you got?
I'd actually probably put it at maybe like a 7.
At a 7?
Just
Yeah.
depends on if you're an IPA drinker or not, but it's kind of a mild IPA. I don't really like bitter ass beers. So for this one, it's kind of like citrusy, but still kind of on that hoppy side.
Hey, there you go.
What's your 10 IPA beer?
Shit.
The
That's a good
goat?
one. It's
goat
actually
of-
called
No, I mean the goat of IPAs.
the goat of IPAs. Well, shit, for me, I probably sucked because, like I said, the real fucking good IPAs that people like are the real bitter ass ones. And I'm like, nah, I can't do that shit. But another one that I would put at the top would probably be called the Desert Fog.
See, that's sound.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. That one seems like it would be fucking good. So,
Yeah.
anyways, guys, let's get into this podcast. We're gonna do our kicking things off segment. On this segment, we go around the virtual Zoom meeting, and we tell everybody what's new with each other on the podcast. So I'll start us off today, guys. I had to work early this morning, and on my way home from work at the corner of Mesa and Crossroads, or Mesa and Donovan Crossroads, right? There's like a guy standing like, where the homeless people stand and where they beg for money. This guy had like a big ass stick, and you know how like I forget which Ninja Turtle has the big ass stick. Is it Donatello or which one is it? Do you guys know?
Nah, dude. I was into the Power Rangers, bro.
Okay, the blue one. Okay, he swings the stick like he's like in martial arts or some shit.
Yeah.
And he's just like swinging it at cars, walking up and down. And then he's still asking people for money. I'm like, dude, you're fucking freaking people out. They're not going to give you any money doing that. Come on.
Well, he's trying to be creative.
Yeah, I guess. Because he was really into it. Like, he knew what he was doing. He was swinging that stick all crazy. But, yeah, that's new. That's what's new with me, guys. Lena, what's new with you? No school on this one.
School's for fools.
Nothing.
Nothing. Damn, stunter, dude.
Oh, okay. I had hibachi, and that was really cool. We celebrated Danny's birthday, so a few of us got together just for dinner. Did it outside, so that was really fucking cool with all the wind and, temporary sprinkles. But you know what? Safest and best, and the hibachi was fucking fire. Literally, he like lit the grill on fire and everything. We were pretty scared, but it was fucking good. So shout out birthdays of July.
Shout out. Kevin, what's new with you?
Shit, man, just working and going to class pretty much for the normal work week schedule. Little crazy, driving back and forth from the workplace and the hospital and everything. We actually had seen, I don't know, I guess it would probably be a homeless guy or something. But, I mean, this guy had some serious issues. I mean, his face was painted like the Joker.
Oh, nice.
And he's out in the street just, waving and talking to himself and just having a blast out there in this wonderful, disgusting heat that we have. And other than that, it's kind of the same.
Hey, I feel you on
This
that.
heat will make a lot of people loony.
Yeah, and obviously that guy fucking. I bet all his makeup was falling off and shit. Misa, what's new with you?
Really nothing, dude. I started watching this show called The Order on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. My wife got me into it. It has to do with like magic and like werewolves and shit like that. And I've never been into it, but it's good.
Like,
It's,
so
it's
Kevin, have you seen that show?
I have not.
Okay, Lennon. Neither.
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm cutting off.
Hey,
the
if you like shows with werewolves, Misa, can I go ahead and recommend one to you or a movie?
yeah, go for it.
Have you ever heard of Twilight?
Yeah, man. I own all the movies.
Have you read-
Gay.
Yeah.
that's Chris' middle name, dude.
Oh, dude, that's literally the only movie I could think of that has a fucking werewolf in it. That's the only reason I brought it up. So,
Well,
let's get into a little bit of how we know our boy Kevin here. Me and Kevin have been friends for a very long time. Misa, we'd appreciate it if you didn't watch memes on your phone while we're doing the podcast, you bastard.
well, I mean, if you were to talk about something more interesting,
well, we're about to get to it. Stupid ass.
hey Chris, I'll kick you off the podcast right now, dude.
All right, we're gonna end it right now. Fuck it. Final
No,
thoughts.
just put you on timeout for 5 minutes, though. Get out of here.
All right. So, anyways, Kevin, we met back in high school. What was like the first impression you had of me?
Gay!
Saw chump. Let Kevin tell the perspective of meeting you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I want him to tell it.
Nah.
First thought that came to his mind was probably like, ew.
Yeah, no, we were, high school days, kind of same shit, hanging out in class, being stupid or doing something silly. But, I think the first thing that stood out for me was Chris was when we started actually playing some sports or doing shit. And I took Chris for granted, and I didn't think he could play the basketball.
Yeah, there you go,
I
bro.
didn't think he had it in him.
Chris doesn't. He just wears that shirt so people could think he does.
Final four, baby. I'm almost in there.
We went out to the courts one time, and Chris showed up, and I was like, "Holy shit,
There you go.
this guy can play."
There you go, man.
Oh
Hey,
my-
Chris, when was the last time you played ball?
The last time I played
Once
ball,
upon a
fuck,
time.
probably like 3 years ago, I would say.
No, definitely.
Maybe
longer.
even longer. I don't know. I feel like the last time I played was with our boy Ryan. Ryan's one of our good friends.
That was back when we had a gym membership.
But
so-
shit, I don't even remember. That's a good question. When's the last time you played, Misa?
Like right before Rona?
Okay,
Probably.
recently. Kevin,
Yeah.
you haven't played in a minute, huh?
It's been a little bit. I mean, shit, we'll go here and there over to one of the local parks and shit, but nothing too.
Kevin suffered a gruesome injury that ruined his athletic potential that we're going to talk about a little bit later.
Ooh.
Kevin wanted to be a wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are his favorite team. Just kidding. I didn't know if he wanted to be a receiver. So anyway, fucking yeah, me and Kevin.
Gold Nation.
Hey, get the fuck out of here with that fucking Vikings. Hey, Kevin, Misa wants to know if you've heard of his team. Misa, go ahead and ask him if he knows who your football team is.
Well, my football team's kind of like Rona. It's just moving around everywhere. They're everywhere. But the Chargers, man.
Have you heard of
Fucking Philip. He said, "I'm out of here, man."
Yeah, dude. He had his 9th kid, and he's like, too many kids to support. I got to get me another job.
Yeah, he said I'm out. What about real fast, Kevin, before we move on? What did you think of Miss Milena over here when you met her? You guys have a funny relationship.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I wouldn't say that. Funny is not the word that comes to mind.
She says she's not sure, huh? Oh shit.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you.
No, it's always been cool. I mean, yeah, at first, when you always are meeting someone else for the first time, you're kind of like, all right, what's this chick about? And, is she here for real or what the hell's going on? So let's
when
see
you're
what
at
Chris is
bars.
doing.
I remember that one time you guys got mad at each other at Wing Daddy's and Lena
Oh.
walked out.
I was like, I'm gonna flip this table.
You ate my ranch!
Dude, that's exactly what happened. He just
Yeah?
didn't respect my boundaries. He didn't listen to me when I said, like, I really value this ranch. Like, he completely disregarded my feelings. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't be around that type of person. I had to get out.
It was
Well,
ridiculous, Misa.
You should have ordered extra ranch.
You still didn't answer the question.
I think Lena was she was holding in something from the day before. She was extremely worked up.
She was feisty that day. So, okay. So, Kevin, we haven't talked about COVID-19 on the podcast in a minute. So we're going to go ahead and give an update on that. So, guys, currently in El Paso, there are 11,132 confirmed cases of COVID-19 with 179 deaths. 330,000 cases in Texas and 3.78 million throughout the United States, 14.4 million worldwide. So, Kevin, thoughts on the hottest topic of 2020, COVID-19?
The topic that never seems to go away.
It's not going to go away for a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of here to stay. So, it'll be interesting to see how, this stuff plays out in the further, coming months. And, this could even prolong even into years. So, but I mean, for me, it hasn't been anything too crazy as far as my schedule goes and everything. I mean, we're still working. We're still doing all our stuff at the hospital. The school changed a little bit, I guess, instead of going to class, now everything's online.
How do you like online? Because I fucking hate it. How do you like?
I mean, for me, I guess with my schedule, it works out easier because, who wants to go to work for an 8 to 10 hour shift and then get out and go straight to class and, get out at 9 or 10 o'clock at night and just go home and sleep and start it all over again.
Right.
So it makes it nice to not have to go. So, it's kind of easier a little bit online.
Hey, Misa, tell Kevin what you think about school, your advice.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people like when I tell them this. It's changed several people's life for the best, I think, hopefully. And that's schools for fools. That's pretty much it. Just look at Lena, that fool.
Right?
Baby.
Hey, Misa, what are your thoughts on the latest COVID news since we haven't talked about it in a while on here?
Oh, dude. I don't know. I mean, the fact that there's people out there that think it's like a hoax, or just get mad at the fact that that they need to wear a mask and shit like that. Like that right there is just like, yo, dude, like, just fucking do it for your family. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that for me pisses me off. The whole closing the bars and shit. That's fine. Like we could still buy beer, alcohol. That's no biggie. But it's just the fact that people are getting upset about little shit like that, saying they can't breathe. It's like, dude, get with it. We'll stay home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We live in a crazy time, man.
Yeah. But
hey, Kevin, are you a mask wearer?
I don't think so. Look at him.
He's on.
No.
No, actually, for the hospital, I mean, it's completely mandatory. So every day we walk in, we have to sign in and log in, and they give us one in the whole 9 yards. So,
Hey, there you go. Yeah. Fucking what I was gonna say real fast before we move on. It's crazy how they we kind of like just politicize the fucking whole mask thing instead of just making it like, okay, maybe we should just do this to protect everyone. We're like fighting about it like fucking children now. So
yeah.
shout out to us, guys, by the way.
Hey.
All right. So
Like a big ass fucking Jerry Springer show.
yeah, dude. That's what our countries became.
And it feels like kindergarten. Like whenever you're supposed to get in line to go somewhere, lunch, recess, whatever, and some fucking kid just keeps getting out of line, and then the teacher's like, "Get back in line. We're not going anywhere till everyone's in line," and people just keep fucking around. Like it's just a waiting game at this point.
Yeah, that kid that kept getting out of line back in the day was Misa, right?
I made my own line.
All right, so let's keep this podcast moving. So, Misa, do you know who Blink-182 is?
Of course, dog.
Okay, well, we'll really see about that later on. That's a hint for you, by the way. So I hope you guys are paying attention, okay?
Hey.
So me and Kevin, what was this? Was this senior year? Was this right after high school? It slips my mind.
It It was in between there. Either we just finished high school or it was close to the end of it.
Okay, so me and Kevin, we had bought in tickets to go see Blink-182 in Albuquerque with our friend Joseph Rivas. Shout out to Joseph. And so what happened was the day of the concert, we're about to leave. Kevin picks me up from my house, and then we go to Joseph's crib, and all of a sudden he can't go. You know what I mean? Like he was like, nope, can't go. My dad's going to take my brand new Mustang away from me. You guys are on your own. See you later. But we had the extra ticket, so we grab our boy Isaac. Well, my boy
Shout out
Isaac.
He's
Yeah,
been
shout
on
out.
the pod.
Shout out to him. He's been on the podcast before. And we headed over to Albuquerque to see Blink-182.
505.
Give us some thoughts on that time that we went over there, Kevin.
Yeah, it was cool. It was definitely a different time, you know. I mean, shit, we were, you know, underage. We were kind of, you know, experiencing the world still, and you know, we drove up there and shit just to check it out. And you know, like I said, we couldn't drink or do anything like that. And my mom actually lives up in Albuquerque, so we actually stopped with her, and you know, we were planning on staying the night, but you know, plans always change when you're with Chris.
Always.
Yeah, dude. Shit's
The
always
most
fluid.
random motherfucker
Shit's
I know.
always fluid with me, bro. Like for real. And I just remember when we got to your mom's crib, you had that big ass snake.
Yep.
I was fucking scared to shit
Oh my
of
god.
that thing.
I completely forgot about your snake. Because honestly, when we were gonna live together, I was like, I'm like selfishly praying he doesn't have that goddamn reptile. I can't. I'm gonna shit myself all the time. I just
You still have it?
No, he actually died a while back, but yeah, I had him for quite a while.
how long?
Shit, probably like 10 years, I think.
Hey, Misa, would you ever get yourself a snake as a pet and keep it in your bedroom?
Yeah, dude. Why not? For me, the shit that kind of creeps me out are like rodents, dude.
Like a guinea pig? Would you ever have a guinea pig?
Fuck no.
Tony.
What
get
about
him.
yeah? Shout out our boy Tony. What about a fucking a ferret?
Maybe.
What, dude? I would be more scared of a ferret. Those things are crazy,
Because so Chris's uncle and aunt had one, and like they would tell me stories.
dude. They would
that
climb on your head. You'd be chilling on your couch, and then the next thing you know, you'd feel a
they're,
fucking
like,
ferret
everywhere.
on your fucking head.
Hell, no.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun with the snakes and shit. My brother actually, you know, back in our younger days, and I don't know where the hell he got this idea and how he purchased it and made it happen, but my brother actually bought like a 14-foot albino python.
What?
Not down at all.
No.
Not down.
You.
Misa, are you down with snakes?
I'm down for snakes, dog.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
down with
Kevin.
you.
Yeah, so he literally had to build like this huge box to, you know, keep this fucking snake in there. I mean, this thing, like I said, was 14, 15 feet long. I mean, it's something that you would see on, you know, television or on a Hollywood movie or
Oh my
something.
god, dude. That shit.
What are you doing, my brother? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I mean, the fucking scariest thing at this point, seeing this snake, like,
What do you feed it? Like people and shit? Like, yeah, can you give them a dude with ketchup and mayo, please?
yeah. So you actually buy fucking rabbits and feed it fucking rabbits.
Oh no.
Damn.
Mm-mm.
All right. So what did he do with the snake? Like he brought it over to the crib, and then
He bought it, yeah, just to, I guess, to have it, and he had bought it online. I can't remember exactly where it was, and he was planning on doing whatever he was gonna do. But I guess the thing that he didn't know, and I guess that's why the guy was getting rid of it, was the snake, I guess, had like a broken back.
what? True. Okay. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so we were taking care of this fucking 15-foot fucking python for however long it was, and you could tell finally after like 6 months that its like back end was like starting to like deteriorate and like fall apart. And then that's when my brother was realizing like, oh shit, I think this guy must have, that's why he sold it to me, was because the snake was, you know, not in good health. So but the
Oh.
whole time of dealing with that snake and fucking trying to feed it and put it away and do all that shit, I was like, you know, I'm not down to do like this fucking snake. Dude, I was like a little kid at that time. Dude. I'm like, fucking eat me. Like literally.
Big enough, yeah.
And what did your mom say about this? She was like,
Dude, I mean, she was, I think at first I told her a story that like, yeah, it wasn't that big. And then once it fucking arrived, it was like, you know, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this
It
is
grew
a-
overnight.
This is an anaconda, bro. Like, Jesus.
oh shit.
14 feet, bro. Damn.
Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. But yeah, dude, that's fucking funny. Yeah, I always remember that about our Blink-182 trip. That fucking snake. And also the concert was badass, but fuck snakes, dude. I'm not down. My little cousin has a snake, and I'm just like, you're fucking stupid.
And like, I mean, I understand. Like, she spends time with him, she feeds him, all that shit. But I'm like, I can't. No. Nope.
Yeah. So, me and Kevin used to be roommates back in the day. Well, actually, me, Lena, Kevin, and our boy Ryan. Shout out Ryan. We used to have a crib together.
And Spider-Man.
And we used to fucking live there together. It was pretty chill. And one time I remember, and I wasn't there for this, but I think me and Lena were out of town, and then we got back, and Ryan's telling us the story of how Kevin choked him out. And then, so go ahead and tell us a little bit about that, Ryan, or Kevin. Sorry.
Explain that.
It's what that snake taught him, dude.
Yeah. Why did you choke out Ryan?
To start off the day, you know, I mean, obviously a long day of festivities of drinking and smoking and, you know, all the fun that could be had.
All of the above.
You know, beer pong and flip cup and card games and you know, what could possibly go wrong? So me being the fucking playful self that I am, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna jump on Ryan's back and I'm gonna wrap my arm around him. And so Ryan panics and like kind of fucking tightens up. So I fucking hold on tighter so I don't fall off. And within literally 10 seconds, Ryan passes out and I can feel like his whole body just go limp. And so like I kind of like set him on the ground and I was like, well, what the fuck? That was weird. But I was like, all right, he's just, you know, we were just fooling around and shit. So I turn around and all of a sudden I just feel like I just got railed in the back by something. I'm like, what the fuck happened? So I turn around and then I get fucking railed in the face. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Chill out, Ryan. Because he was fucking pissed because I guess he thought like I intentionally was trying to like, you know, do something to him. But
sounds like it.
What?
Oh, shit. I remember that, dude. I remember when you guys told me that fucking story.
And I was asking everybody because I was like, dude, like literally I like was on him for like 10 seconds and he passed out. And they were like, yeah, dude, like obviously the smoking and the alcohol was out.
It's a bad combo.
I call this the anaconda.
Kevin was like practicing his like pro wrestling move on him, Ryan.
I couldn't stop
Dude,
laughing.
and it's funny because once Ryan's pissed off, dude, like you gotta like watch out, dude, because he'll go after you for real.
Yeah, he's like the kindest person for sure, and he's like goofy, you know what I mean? But I was like hearing it the next day. He's like, yeah, I was pissed. I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Dude, I was.
Well, imagine you're drunk as fuck. Right? Probably high too. You're just chilling. And next thing you know, you feel like an arm come at you, and then next thing you know, you wake up on the floor. I would have probably done the same, dude. I would have choked him out.
No, Misa, you would have gotten up and just it would have been automatic hands being thrown everywhere.
Yeah,
like
I wouldn't care if I hit the wrong guy.
Yeah, everything was gonna get fucking hit. So, that's one of the many stories that we had from fucking living at that crib.
Tell us.
Was it living with Chris, dude?
There you go.
It was, you know, nothing but trouble and games. Hey,
I like that game, Trouble.
Hey, Kevin knows Kevin knows that he had a lot of fun when we were living there. He knows it.
It's been a nonstop of you know, living with roommates and doing things we shouldn't probably do, but
hey, it's better to have done them then than now.
The stories live on.
I think that's one of the things that's funny too is like whenever like when you're young and you're like, yeah, I can't wait to like grow up and like live on my own, do my own thing. And then when you live with friends, you just realize like how irresponsible you can be. But it's okay because like you're living together, you're chilling, like we had a whole bookshelf.
Dude, we would create the Mexican NFL Sunday ticket in the living room. We'd bring like every TV that we had and like every computer and just like put like a game on each one and just like that was like our Sundays.
My favorite thing honestly was like the most random shit that would happen. Like for a while when football season came around, like they would just pass around an L to each other, like.
Oh yeah.
And if like one time I remember Kevin was like he got fucked up, so he was still in his room. He was watching the game. It was probably like an early game or whatever, but he had had an L. It's like one of those things, like whenever one person didn't come watch the games, but if their team still lost, then they still got the L, even if their door was closed.
Yeah, is that the time we left the L outside or like taped to your door or something?
Yeah, I think it was chilling out there waiting for me with Spider-Man.
There's been a few, yeah, it's gone around.
Yeah, so we used to give out an L to it was me, Ryan, and Kevin. Ryan's a Broncos fan, Kevin's a Vikings fan, I'm a Cowboys fan. If our teams lost, we had this big cutout L, and we would just like hand it out to each other liberally. But it was funny.
I don't remember.
I don't know. We just decided to do that, and that's just how it was. But speaking of football, Kevin, we went to a Dallas Cowboy game one time, and I told this story on the podcast before, but I didn't get into like a lot of deep detail into it. But what are some of your memories from that little vacation that we took?
Well, I would say going home after the bars in downtown Dallas. Humidity's at like 80%. It's still like 100 degrees out. And I asked Derek, yo, man, is it cool if I go swimming? You know, because I'm sick of this fucking heat. So we jumped into the pool. Derek's condominium or duplex or apartment or whatever faces the direction of the pool. And we are literally having a party at the pool at like 3 in the morning. And they are chunking beers off the balcony to the pool so we can drink.
It was dangerous, dude. I thought someone was gonna get cracked in the head with one of those beers because we were pretty high up there, and we were liberally just fucking tossing beer cans into the pool at like 3 in the morning. Obviously, that got put to an end pretty fast.
You know, the 5-0 showed up and they were like, yeah.
Yeah, they cut us off pretty fast there. Misa, have you ever thrown beers at a pool before?
No, I just drink
Jumped into a pool?
What?
Have you ever jumped into a pool?
Yeah.
That's like the worst question to ask.
Everybody has.
Yes, I know.
No, except you.
I've jumped into a pool. What do you mean?
Like from the roof.
Well,
Well, I wouldn't do that. Why?
Yeah, you didn't ask him that.
That's what I meant. Have you ever jumped into a pool from a roof, Misa?
No, I'm not stupid.
Yeah,
Kevin has. He's a savage.
I've done that.
All right. So one other thing that happened when we were over there, and it was pretty funny. After the game, we were all like, we were pretty cooked, and we went back to the hotel room, and fucking me and TJ decided we hadn't had enough, and we had driven there in Kevin's car. So Kevin and Tony pass out in the hotel room. Me and TJ, we swiped the keys and we fucking go to I forget where we went, to a bar, and then we we took Kevin's car, and the next morning he was not happy. The next morning we left to drive home to El Paso, and we drove like probably 3 to 4 hours with the windows in the back seat all the way down, and me and TJ just getting blown by like 100 miles an hour of like wind. That shit was
torture,
dude. Yes, because it's like it comes fast as shit. Like you can't do anything.
Oh my
He
God.
locked the windows. He locked the windows so we couldn't roll them up. Like it was the funniest shit.
Oh, that's
ever.
crazy.
We literally drove like a few hours like that. We are like, Kevin, please stop.
I couldn't. When he told me, I was like, yeah, that's what you fucking get.
I think what did we do? We pulled over to eat and like we apologized again, and then you're like, okay, fine.
Oh, I can only imagine what that apology was like.
That shit was hilarious.
That's funny, dude. You see, when it comes to like a vehicle, dude, and you're like in there and you're getting tortured like that, you can't do shit about it. I've been in a situation like that with a friend, man. His name is Junior. Shout out to Junior. We had pissed off his brother somehow. I forgot how or what we did. So he had to go pick us up on the east side, and this is like in the middle of summer, dude. And he picks us up, and he was pissed off, and he didn't have one of us sit in the passenger seat. He's like, "No, you motherfuckers sit in the back." So we're out in the back, dude, and this guy put the windows up and he turned on the heater, like fuck it, all the way up, dude. And we're on the east side, and he left it. We were trying to fight him, dude. We were close to crashing, Bro, we're like, no! And like his brother was like, motherfucker, he's sweating his ass too, and he's like, take it.
Oh my god.
Never again. I don't like getting in cars with other people, dude.
Dude, the wind gust was so bad in the backseat. Me and TJ built like little forts with our blankets so that we could like chill without being destroyed by the wind. But yeah, that shit was hilarious. What are your thoughts on that, Kevin?
Yeah, I was when I woke up that morning, it's because fucking after you drink a lot, sometimes you either sleep or you don't. And that night I fucking didn't sleep for shit. And then after the whole fucking day of drinking, well, actually just overall from the whole trip, it was like the last day of it. We've been going hard. We've been sleeping on couches. We've been sleeping on the floor. So
yeah.
The last day, you're just like, dude, I'm fucking so tired of this shit. I just want to sleep. I just want to go home. I just, And so I wake up in the morning at like 6 o'clock to go to my fucking car. And I'm like, well, shit, I'll start loading some shit up and
Oh,
get
no.
ready. So I go to my fucking car and I can't, the keys aren't where I left them. I'm fucking looking for the keys. There's Whataburger fucking all over the fucking hotel. Fucking Chris is dead in the fucking bed next to us. I'm like, what the fuck happened last night?
With like ketchup smeared on his face.
Yeah. So I go out to the car and fucking it just reeks of fucking weed. There's fucking like stems. There's fucking ashes everywhere. I was like, dude, these motherfuckers, like the AC, I turned on the AC. You could smell it through the AC. I was like, dude, these guys just fucking had a fucking blast last night.
My fucking car. That's right.
I'm like, dude, I'm already tired. It's the end of the trip. Like we're leaving today. I'm not happy.
It was. I can only imagine. You know what's funny about that?
That was a great trip.
Yeah. I forget how ruthless you can be. But speaking of football, I feel like I never meet a Vikings fan. I feel like you're the only person I know. But I know you finally went to your dream game. Tell us about that.
It was actually probably like I'd probably have to put it in like top 5 best moments of my life.
No.
I mean, it was when you see something like that as a kid and you grow up, and it's just something that you can't, it's like one of those bucket list things. You just can't wait to be able to go out there, experience it all, and get to see that. And obviously, the Vikings actually built a new stadium when we went, so it was the first year that it was actually open. When we went and checked it out. So, I mean, we got to see, the stadium, brand new, everything. I mean, the way it is and everything that it's set up, it was just, it was an incredible thing to take in. And then, obviously, my chick bought us, like, badass fucking almost, like, sideline seats to where, and the game couldn't have been any better, So, it was just, like, the whole experience was, as good as it could possibly be.
That's so cool.
There you go.
I love football. I do. I'm a fan.
All right, guys. So we are at the approximately 30-second minute mark. We're gonna take a break in a bit, but before that, we debuted this segment the last episode with our boy Rico. This is it's called Thoughts from the Shower with Misa. So we're gonna go ahead and start our Thoughts from the Shower with Misa segment.
Oh, yeah. This water feels good. Wait a minute. If killing people is bad, why do we kill people who kill people? Wait. If money is the root of all evil, why do churches ask for it? Wait, if I get out of the shower clean, how does my towel get dirty?
Oh, fuck.
And every time I'm like, yeah, why?
Do we want
right,
to
so
dissect first, guys? Do we want to dissect the churches, the towels,
I'm thinking about the towels.
or killing
me too,
or
dude.
killing people who kill people? So which one do you want to start with?
Dude, I want to know about the whole towel thing. I asked my wife and she gave me this whole scientific explanation that, made no sense.
Okay, Kevin, we need your answer to that. If you get out of the shower clean, why is your towel how does your towel get dirty?
You're just not scrubbing good enough.
I'll note that one down.
Yeah, maybe we need to improve our shower processes a little bit.
Scrub your balls better.
Aye.
Okay,
Get
Kev.
some loofah and I'll get in there.
Okay, Kevin. If money is the root of all evil, why do churches ask for it?
Because just like anybody, they're fucking greedy.
Hey, jeez.
That's evil.
Hey, Kevin's got some hot takes right
Yeah,
now.
Kevin's on
It's
fire.
because I actually had just read somebody had posted something showing they were saying that yeah, what if we actually taxed churches and it showed the amount of money that they get basically tax free, and it was like $1.7 billion of tax free money because they're a church.
Yeah, I've always said that, man. I've always said they should tax the churches.
And
It's I would have wanted.
well, and then it's crazy because then you have huge congregations like Catholicism, and then you see what other things they spend money on, but they can't be taxed. So it makes it a walking contradiction, and you have to ask, like, well, then what the fuck are you doing with that money? You know what I mean?
So you guys know how we all got, did we all get stimulus checks on here?
Yes, sir.
Lisa, did you get one?
Just don't tell my wife.
Hey. Okay. So there's an article online that says about 3/4 of U.S. Catholic parishes applied for government paycheck protection. So essentially, these guys got some of that stimulus money, the churches, for no reason, bro. What's up with that? That's some bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to research it.
Yeah, you got to look into that, man. Churches and some other big companies banked out on that fucking stimulus bill.
They really did.
So on the last one, Kevin, why do we kill people who kill people?
Why do
To
we
show people that killing is wrong.
Duh.
But why though? An eye for an eye?
There you go.
An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.
Oh,
But it kind of makes you think, like, maybe
It-
like the way I see it is like death is like the ultimate punishment because you don't have a chance at redemption, you don't have a chance at rehabilitation. Like, your second chance is ultimately eliminated for you. So it's like, to me, an ultimate. So it's like, if you are gonna do the ultimate of sins, I feel like maybe society possibly sees it as like, that's it, like, because you're so fucked up or you fucked up so bad, like, you don't get a second chance. Does that make sense?
so I guess that's why we kill people who kill people, right? To teach them a lesson, Misa.
There we go.
There you go. Don't kill people, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna scratch that list I have up.
All right, guys. So we're going to take a break. This is Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast, episode number 37, featuring our boy Kevin Boston from Austin. Or what did I call you? Kevin Austin from Boston last time? We'll switch it up. Okay.
Kevin
So,
Austin, straight out of fucking Boston, bro.
there you go.
Damn.
Damn. Coming direct.
Can't do it.
So yeah, guys, we're gonna take this break. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and rate and review on Apple Podcasts. We're gonna take this break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit about some stuff that's going on in China. Kevin had a devastating injury, and I fell out of the Jeep, guys, at some point too. You're gonna want to hear that story, and then we're also gonna retry the Name That Hit segment that we did with Rigo that failed so terribly. So you guys are going to want to stick around for that. So let's take a break, and we will be right back. All right, guys, we're back from our break. This is episode 37 of Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. We have our boy Kevin Daniel Austin here with us. Shout out to you for being on the podcast today. And we're going to actually do a special toast to Kevin today. So, Kevin, go ahead and tell the podcast what you've poured yourself up.
We got some nice ice cold Hornitos reposado.
Oh my god, I tasted that.
Yeah, I got some tequila that was laying around here at the crib too, so I got one. So,
Nasty.
Lisa, I'm taking this one for you.
Thank
Keep
you.
it cold.
Ooh.
Oh no,
No.
Kevin paused. Okay, he's back.
Okay,
All right.
we're good. We're good.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Come on.
Well,
That's how he knows Spanish.
Yee.
He is. He really is at heart.
Kevin is the Mexican white guy, the most Mexicanest white guy I've ever met, I would
Like in
say.
Texas.
Yeah, I would concur. I would agree with those statements.
And
No, Okay, so um, we had a few things we wanted to touch on the second half of this podcast. Kevin, real fast, how are you feeling the vibe today? How's it going?
It's actually good. I'm actually glad that we've gotten past our extreme heat that we've been experiencing. That is just outrageous. And I work outside in the sun, so it gets old. And I'm just glad that it's cooling down at least, getting a little bit of rain, and it's a nice Sunday.
Hey, nice. Having a good old Sunday here, Misa. What do you think?
Too hot, man.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna talk about this controversial subject a little bit. Have you guys heard about what's going on in China with these internment camps that they've built? And they have a few thousand Muslims in these camps, dude. And they're like supposedly they're comparing them to concentration camps from back in the day. Have you guys heard anything about this?
No, that's crazy, dude.
Kevin?
Nah, just, a little bit of stuff here and there, but nothing with too much about it.
Okay, so I believe it's the northwestern part of China. They have like a good amount of Muslims, people who identify as Muslims, and they're actually called Uyghurs. It's a type of like a Turkish Chinese minority, right? And these guys have been being oppressed by by China for years, dating back to like the early 1980s. They had a bunch of riots back in the day there. And so now it seems like the Chinese government is rounding up these people and putting them in these camps and teaching them all about communism, how to speak Mandarin, and kind of like brainwashing them and influencing their thoughts. And also they are like what they do with their women is they defertilize them by giving them birth control and
They
like
desterilize them. They sterilize them.
injections. So it's pretty crazy. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
That's crazy, man. That's actually big news right now.
No, it's not, because China likes to regulate that shit. And I feel like I understand where a lot of people are coming from, where they feel like media is biased. So it's like Chris brought up a good point where he's like, what if they saw an area of opportunity where it's like the US is occupied, like this gives us a chance to do some more fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Interference is less because of that, because the less you know about it, then the less you're going to try to intervene and try to save humanity in that aspect, because you don't know about it.
Well, supposedly this has been going on for like a few years now, but now what's happening are people are escaping these camps and they're going out and they're telling people about what's happening. So more and more people are being brought. Like people are finding out about this, and not only that, like people are starting to take these crazy satellite images of this part of China, and there's these huge detention centers that are being built, and they have over like 100 of them in this little region that can hold thousands of people, dude. It's crazy.
Well, and one
So-
of the too.
All right, go ahead, Misa.
So their whole plan or goal is to pretty much like brainwash them, like get the Muslim out of them. Is that what it is?
Essentially, yeah, they're trying to instill like the communist like way of
Convert
life.
them.
Yeah, they're trying to convert them and also denounce like their previous religion and their previous beliefs. Kevin, what have you like? What do you have any thoughts on this?
Well, I mean, my first thing would be shout out to obviously our country, just because when you deal with certain things like that are catastrophic, that other places that can actually happen. I'm a huge
Humble.
believer in our country, and obviously we're not perfect. We've got a lot of stuff that we've got to fix, but these are the kind of awful things that go on in other places. And they all have a very different view on how they handle shit. Rules and regulations are different. There's a lot of stuff that can get thrown under the rug, even more so than here in the U.S.
Right. I mean, in some sense, it's kind of like, I mean, the way I see it, it's kind of like a natural rule, being a humanity, that's very inhumane, regardless what country I believe you come from and shit like that, And to say like America, we somewhat kind of did that back in World War II with the Japanese here after Pearl Harbor. We set up these camps and we got all these Japanese American people and kept them in there throughout the war, So yeah, we've been through that. it just looks extremely bad that it's happening in 2020 in another country. You know,
I think
but
it's
what was that?
it's heartbreaking, like you said, dude, that we have to not accept, but that we see that there's other people out there that just treat other people just so
Right.
moral and just so awful. And it's
I
like,
mean, it does make you feel grateful
yeah, no,
knowing that we're in America now.
Well,
100%.
okay, so this is exactly like a good example of how to show somebody what an oppressive government can do. People get all crazy because they're making us wear masks and they feel like they're being oppressed, or because they put us into a lockdown. Bro, China oppresses their people so much, they'll literally go arrest you from your crib, throw you into these camps with no, like, you get no attorney, no rights, no nothing. You go straight into these camps. And a lot of people have said that there's like extreme torture, abuse, famine. They live like in very poor conditions. And a lot of people are getting picked up from their city or their community, and they're never coming back, dude. They're disappearing. Like it's a real fucking deal over there, man. It's
They
crazy.
control everything.
It's really crazy. It's exactly like you said, where they control everything. And like you hear some of the responses or not responses, the reasons why these people were picked up. And it was one of the things like that they had a picture of a cross on their phone. And it's like, you know, it really does humble us and, well, me personally, about our freedom of speech, but it also just shows you the extreme examples of assimilation. Like there's no celebration of their culture, their ethnic background. Like you're either Chinese, you commit to us, or nothing at all. And that's, like you said, like what goes on in other countries just makes you really think about us.
And just especially in a time right now, you know, when with everything that's going on here in the U.S., you know, there's so much conflict and diversity that's going on, you know. But at the end of the day, we need to realize also what we do have.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to think about it, it's a perfect year. If you're a country thinking of doing some shit like that, it's a perfect year to do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I was like, they realize that like there's a lot of shit going on. So what they're trying to do is kind of like, they're like, hey, the U.S. is worried about this, so let's start, doing some of the things that we want to do for China.
But you know what? Shout out fucking technology, because one of the things that they talked about this was that one, like Chris said, people are escaping, so they're bringing awareness to this cause. But another big thing is because of technology now, like he said, people are getting satellite pictures. So it's like the more evidence that they put on the government, then China was then forced to say, oh yeah, we are kind of holding these people, but it's not what you think. Really what it is that we're just giving them more education, and we're just like re-educating them on being a citizen of China. And it's like when you see the blimps of, I guess you could say, propaganda that they give their people to like help other people that are like, no, they're just there because like for their own good, pretty much, for like their humanity. But it's like, it's not humane at all. Like none of this is humane.
Yeah, so I just wanted to fucking talk about that because that was like a really crazy thing that's been going on. So
Pretty shocking, man. And then this is the first time I heard about it.
yeah, so go to YouTube, guys. After this,
Shout out YouTube.
search the Chinese internment camps, and you'll see a bunch of videos. Go watch like one or two of them, and you'll see like this shit is crazy. But let's switch gears to a lighter note.
Not much light.
We have this one's not much lighter, but Kevin, you had a potential for as an athlete back in the day, and then what happened, bro? You tore your ACL and MCL. How'd that happen?
Jesus.
Yeah, played football in high school. I actually played linebacker for Coronado here at the high school that we live by. So actually, during a game, I had somebody who ended up, or a couple guys that landed on me, and my leg got caught behind me. So I kind of landed on my leg being caught up behind. And at first, I wasn't sure really what happened. I just had felt pain like I haven't felt before, and I knew that there was something definitely wrong. And I was trying to get off the field. When I tried to walk, I was falling down on the ground. I was like, fuck, this is definitely not good, because if I can't get up and walk off, I was always the one that I'm not gonna get carted off. I'm not gonna get leave that bullshit aside. I'll get off the field, but I couldn't even walk to get off. So when I was able to walk, halfway through the game, after I'm sitting there just trying to figure out what all has happened, I can feel that my knee is literally like popping in and out of place. the
Damn.
trainer checks me out. She tells me, look, I think this is what you've got. So obviously we're going to have to get a doctor to analyze, figure out what it is. So I go in the next day, or I wake up actually in the morning after the game, after everything's been situated. I look at my leg, and I mean, it was so swollen and purple and blue. I could have sworn, I must have broke my leg and for how nasty it looked. And this was during the time when we really didn't have, the fancy phones that we have, where you would have just taken a picture of it. Because if I had pictures, I would have been like, God Almighty. But yeah, they ended up telling me that, you tore your ACL, your MCL, and your meniscus, and basically it's a 1-year recovery to get over all
Wouldn't
that.
it just be easier to get a new foot, a new leg? Sounds like it, dude.
Can I get one of those metal ones?
Just put some WD-40 on it. You'll be all right.
Nisa, have you ever torn anything like that?
No, man. Luckily, I haven't torn any ligaments. I mean, I've broken a lot of bones, but
Dude,
never like that, dude.
I can't even imagine, because when you see athletes or when they're playing football and they blow their knee out and you see how bad it looks, fuck that, dude. That's pretty ridiculous. Hell no. Oh, fuck. I'm sure dude, my knee hurts right now just thinking about it. I'm rubbing it. I'm like, fuck, bro. God bless.
So then how long did it take? They say the year was the recovery, but how long did you
Yeah,
take?
I mean, it took, for 6 months. For the first 3 months, I was in crutches and a brace that went from my ankle to my hip.
Oh.
And then for 6 months, I still had to wear that brace and do rehab. But I mean, it was probably more of a 2-year process before I was able to actually, fully run, exercise, do stuff where I could trust my knee and be comfortable with it.
How do you feel now?
Now it's great. I mean, besides the screw that I can feel in my knee, but
Other than that, we're great.
So when it rains and shit, you feel it?
yeah, I mean, if it's cold, or if
He
you
feels the rust.
Yo, speaking about getting hurt, remember that one time I fell out of your Jeep at Rosa's Cantina?
I sure do, because it was absolutely fucking hilarious.
Okay, hold on. Let's set the scene. Okay. So it was a Saturday night. A few years back, we had gone to tailgate at UTEP with my family, David, Renteria, my uncle Mike. Shout out to all those guys. Everybody who tailgates with them, we always have a great time. And so we went. I think we went to the game, and then after the game, the tailgate was dispersing, and everybody was going to Rosas. Me and Kevin ended up going over there. Kevin used to have a Jeep with no doors at the time. And then Kevin, go ahead and describe what happened after that.
Well, Rosa's Cantina is finally calling it quits at 2 a.m. in the morning. And, this Jeep is heavily lifted, tires. It's up in the air pretty good. Chris goes to, grab the handlebar that's up by the door to get in. And when Chris makes his leap of faith, he doesn't get the handle. And he falls flat on his back out of the Jeep.
Oh, my God. That was a long fall.
Bro, I hit the ground and I didn't even know I was on the ground, and I was just looking up. and then Kevin's like, where are you? What the fuck happened?
Chris is like, you need to clean your truck, man. He's feeling all that dirt on the floor.
The funniest thing about this is that everyone has it. When you get to a certain point, you're just not very coordinated. Chris is to even an extreme of that. This guy's falling out of chairs in the room. He just completely loses balance. Gravity.
He just throws himself. He forgets to move.
Yes.
And then I think I even had to ask Kevin to help me up because I was stuck on my back.
Kevin's facing forward, and all you hear is timber.
No. What about speaking of? I cannot forget the time that you were throwing up your fucking guts.
Yeah.
So I was gonna tell that about the time that I saved Kevin's life. This time, we reversed roles.
This was a once in a lifetime
Friday
memory.
All right, so it was Kevin's birthday. Kevin, I'll let you start the story for what you remember, and I'll tell you about all the things that you don't remember that night.
Yay. Well, I was turning 25 actually, and my birthday was on a weekend, which makes it that much worse. So we actually started off with our boy Tony. Shout out, Mr. Tony. We actually went over to the friendly Ratchet Bar Tortuga, and got carried away over there, drinks, shots, the whole 9 yards. Then, of course, we decided to go over to one of the country bars here. It's called Little Bit of Texas. Yeah. If I recall correctly, I believe it was on the night where they have quarter beers.
Dangerous.
So you can get a
Storm.
beer here. And one of the guys I worked with was actually the bouncer for that place. And obviously it's your birthday, so everybody's intent is to buy you every kind of fucking shot they can to make you fucking die.
Yes.
And pretty much I drank everything under the moon that night. Names that I can't even remember or tell you, but we're talking 151, rumps, Jack, tequila, anything you can think of was drank.
All right, so here's where I come in, right? So I guess I was doing something earlier in the day where I couldn't join these guys till later. So Tony calls me and he's like, okay, you need to come to Ice Tunas right now. You have to come right now. So we show up at fucking first thing we see, and we pull up, right? And I pull up by Tony's Jeep. This dude is hanging out of the Jeep with his shirt off. There's throw up all over the fucking place.
I have picture. I have evidence.
And he looks like he's dying. He's hanging out. He's like, "Ow." Ow.
He's yelling for help.
Dude, he was trying to yell for help, but he was like gagging on his own fucking funnel.
And I
But-
just remember, like, I've never seen Kevin can drink. Like, he's definitely one of the people that can put it down for a while. And I had never seen him that fucked up.
Yeah. So what we did is we ran into the bar like good friends. We left Kevin in the car. We left him there for a while to sleep it off. Went into the bar, had a few beers with Tony, and then eventually we had to take this guy home. And on the car ride home, Kevin was like passed out. And he's a heavy ass guy. Like he's tall. He's kind of tall. Like, he's
Kinda tall.
fucking muscular. And fucking, we had to drag this guy into the crib, which was a fucking mission in itself.
Yeah,
And
the only part that I can remember is being in the back of your car, and I'm so fucked up that I'm like, dude, my legs are like stuck. I can't get and you were just like, well, just pull them out, and I'm like, they felt like a fucking spaghetti noodle wrapped around the seat.
Just pull them out.
Just lift your legs up.
So we get this guy into the crib, and then he spends the night on his bathroom floor fucking throwing up vile for like the next 8 hours. It was amazing.
Him and the toilet would have never been closer. And the next day, too,
great
when
shit,
we
man.
went to check on him, because my best friend Vanessa was in from out of town, and she was like, dude, like, I'm kind of worried. Like, he's a light dude, and he looks still green. Like,
Yeah.
we need to check on him. We need to make sure the fluids are good. It was a night to remember.
Hey, Misa, have you
For
ever pulled a
us.
Kevin in that way?
Yeah, dude. A lot of times. But when you said Tortugas, it reminded me of a time where fucking me and my wife were barely dating. We had just started dating, and she's like, "Let's go to Tortugas." She used to live very close by, so I told Blue, I was like, "Yo, dude, let's go." So me and Blue show up, man, and all we were drinking that night was Adios, motherfuckers.
Oh, shit.
And dude, that name lived up. It lived up to its name.
Yeah, you went adios, motherfucker.
Yeah, we both checked out.
Oh,
I remember like my wife was gonna just drive us to Blue's house. I was living with Blue, and we both ended up sitting in the back seat. And my wife's like, "What the fuck? Sit up here." And then I guess I was just so drunk, I just never did. I just stayed in the back
You
seat.
stayed in the back. Okay, great.
That night ended up with me and Blue singing with a Frank Ocean song and shit.
Hey, hell yeah. That's
Oh
what's
my
up, dude.
gosh.
Okay, so you see, guys, sometimes things get carried away and we all have a bad night, but you just got to charge it to the game and keep
Bad nights are good memories, though.
Yep. And look, you can eventually start a podcast and talk about them later on in life, So if you think about it, it's worth it. So We're gonna try this again, guys. We tried this last segment, or not last segment, last episode. This was a new segment that I introduced.
I have complete faith in you, Kevin. I want to go on the record. Okay.
I'm hoping. I listen
this-
to a lot of music, but I do struggle with names and lyrics. You know.
Okay, so this is the Name That Hit segment. We did this with our boy Rico on our previous episode, and we failed miserably. And
You
we're
should
gonna
have
get-
just cut that shit out, dude.
yeah, dude, I can't. I don't want to die on this segment yet, but
There goes like 100 fans.
dude, I feel like the fans.
We
will
only got
like
like
this.
50.
I feel like the fans will like this because it's music that I feel like people know, but evidently it's not music that you guys know. So, we're gonna try this out, okay?
Must be
So,
music.
These, I bet you know some of these songs. So these are gonna be 5 songs that we're gonna read you guys the lyrics to, and then Misa and Kevin are gonna try to guess who the artist and the song is, okay? Me and Lena are gonna take turns reading. And I might do some voice inflection on mine to maybe sound like I'm an Englishman or
Hey.
an older black woman or an old white guy. We'll see. So, are you guys ready for this?
I don't
Yeah.
even know how I
Yes.
channel.
Okay.
You're-
So here's the first one, and then I want you guys to answer one at a time. So I'll throw it to you. I'll be like, Kevin, give us your answer. Misa, give us your answer, and then I'll let you guys know if you're right or wrong. Okay. And you guys can answer the same thing. It's fine. All right, ready? Here we go. Honey came ineth, and she caught me red-handedeth, creeping with the girl next door.
Oh, Shaggy.
Hey,
it
let me
me?
finish.
Get out of town.
Let me finish. Picture this: we were both butt nakedeth, banging on the bathroom flooreth. How could I forget that I had given her an extra keyeth? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off meeth. Kevin, do you know this song? Misa already knows it automatically.
It wasn't me.
There you go.
I told him he needed
Dude, this
to
guy's like
talk.
spreading coronavirus.
Okay, look, we're already off to a better start this time around. Right away, like the second line, Misa was like,
I
Shaggy.
knew it. I knew it.
Okay, Lena, she's got the second one.
How am I gonna talk? Okay. Where are you? Oh Lord. I don't even know what voiceover to do. Okay. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody, and always. This sick, strange darkness comes creeping on, so haunting every time. And as I stared, I counted. Oh, and as I stared, I counted the webs from all the spiders, catching things and eating their insides.
Okay, so hold on. Don't answer yet. Kevin, let's see. I'm going to throw it to Kevin this time first.
Well, that one, shit. Hold on.
I know this one.
Hold on. Read it again. Read it again, too.
Let me hear it.
Read it in the normal voice.
All right. Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's Blink 182.
Right away.
It's the voices.
Misa.
Wow.
It's the voice. Oh, the voice makes it harder. Okay,
Do you
Misa.
think you
Okay, do you guys know the song, though?
Yeah, dude.
Which one?
Where are you? Something
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Good job, guys. Okay, next one. All right, ready? Why
Two-Face
I
with
don't
Baby.
cry when my dogs run away. I don't get angry at the bills I have to pay.
Ooh.
I don't get angry when my mom smokes pot,
My God.
hits the bottle and goes straight to the rock. Fucking, fighting, it's all the same. Living with Louis' dog, the only way to stay sane. Let the loving come back to me. Nisa, what song is that?
That's Sublime, dude.
Okay, but what's the name of the song?
Santeria.
No, Kevin, what's the name of the song?
Sublime, and it's fucking, what is it? Fuck it, fight it. It's all the same, or what?
You guys are right there. Come on.
Fucking,
bottle.
Loving. That's what I got.
Hey, there you go.
Remember that.
There you
Yep.
go. You see?
I don't cry when my dog runs away.
Look, you see, this is going a lot better than last time.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Rico, you suck, Rico.
Rico was the problem. Dude. Rico, sorry, bro. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, bro, but you were the problem in this segment last time because we're 3 for 3 right now, and we're probably going to be 5 for 5 after this.
Okay.
Hey.
Song number 4. God bless you, Rigo,
Fucking
by the
love
way.
him.
Or I just called him Rigo.
See?
God bless you, Rico.
I'm gonna tell him.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Okay. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend. Is the city I live in, the city of angels. Lovely as I am, together we cry. I drive on her streets, 'cause she's my companion. I walk through her hills, 'cause she knows who I am. She sees my good deeds, and she kisses me windy. Well, I never worry. Now that is a lie.
All right. Misa looks like he knows this one, so I'm going to ask Kevin first.
Shit. Can we get it? Can we get a replay?
Run it back, Turbo.
Run it back.
Only certain people will get that.
Okay. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend. Is the city I live in, the city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry. I drive on her streets, 'cause she's my companion. I walk through her hills, 'cause she knows who I am. She sees my good deeds, and she kisses me windy. Well, I never worry. Now that is a lie.
He's Googling it, bro.
Oh, you bastard. You better not. I didn't even think that people could do that. They can. All right. We need an answer, Kevin.
Fucking.
I think I've said this to you before. This is the band that actually me.
Hey.
Yeah, hold on. Stop.
Like,
Stop.
this
The
is
lady-
like-
Hey.
Band.
She already blew it then.
All right. Who is it?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
God bless.
Yes!
You see? Okay, but can you name the song? Misa,
what-
can you name the song?
Totally forgot. It's something
Hold on.
bridge. Under the
Yeah.
bridge.
You keep both of
Under
them.
the bridge.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna not give that one to Kevin. So right now, Misa's winning because Lena just bailed him out on that one.
Yeah.
This is
Okay,
not
so
my-
last-
And Kevin's looking it up too.
No, we can't.
He's doing something.
at him, he
You
is,
can
look at
see it
him.
in his eyes. Kevin,
He's
we
like
can
this.
see you.
He's like-
Yeah, we can see you. Did you forget we could see you right now?
Of course you can see me. I'm looking at I'm trying to hear what the hell she's saying.
Okay. All right. Here comes the last one. I'm gonna take this one.
See if you could do like a southern accent.
No, I'm gonna go back to my British ways.
Okay.
All right, ready? I'm not worried about the ring you weareth, because as long as no
Oh.
one knoweth, then nobody can careth. If you're feeling guiltyeth, and I'm well awareeth, but you don't look ashamedeth, and baby, I'm not scaredeth. Okay, hold on. Misa, look, Misa's got all these. I'm so
Yep.
surprised right now. What the fuck?
Hey man, you fixed my life, Dougie.
No, it's not. Not at all.
There's a lot you don't know about me, Chris.
Oh my
Ah,
God,
the
Kevin!
mystery.
Kevin, please help me out on this.
I'm fucking stumped.
You're stumped. Okay,
You don't know how you met me. You don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you.
Fucking Uncle Cracker.
Uncle Cracker, bro.
Swim through your veins like a fish. in the
Dude,
sea.
Kevin looks like Uncle Cracker. Like, come on, bro. You gotta get this.
Follow me.
Okay, so, Misa, this is a good segment. I think we need to keep this segment around, and we have to see if people can beat you because you were 5 out of 5 right there.
That's right, dude.
Kevin, you were 3 out of 5. You came out the gates firing on all cylinders, and you petered out towards the end.
You know what? I don't even know if we should count those other ones for him, dude. He's been looking at that screen since.
No. We saw him looking at the very end. He was like Rico. He was cheating. Okay, so guys, we're gonna get ready to wrap up this podcast. We're gonna do our funniest scene from the internet today, and then we'll do some 5 random questions with Kevin, and then we'll be out of here. So, who wants to go first on the 5 funniest or on the funniest scene from the internet today?
I'll go first.
All right, Misa, take it away.
Yeah. All right, dude. It's This is a conversation between a father and son, and the dad's telling his son, "If you keep masturbating, you'll turn blind." And the son goes, "Dad, I'm over here."
Right here.
Dad must have been masturbating a lot, huh?
Too much. Ew.
All right, who's ready for theirs?
I've got a I think a decent one.
Go.
Well, everybody's obviously familiar with the whole Will Smith saga.
Entanglement.
The entanglement that's going on. So they had a photo of O.J. Simpson, and he was like, "Yeah, my wife got in an entanglement once."
Oh shit.
That's terrible.
Speaking of OJ, have you guys seen the new Bronco coming out?
Yeah.
I've seen like posts about it, but I would defer to Kevin. I feel like Kevin knows more about cars than I do.
Yep.
Well, there's this picture of like somebody showing off a picture of a Bronco, a white one, the new one, and then under it, it's a picture of OJ with a big ass smile. What's yours, Chris? What's yours? Your turn, buddy.
I'm ready.
Lena's ready. She's gonna take this one.
It's a picture of a guy in a bush, random as fuck, and it says, "Tequila be like, I know a spot," and then take you there.
That's gonna be me and Kevin after a few more shots in a little bit. Okay, so mine is. You guys all know that X-Men meme where Wolverine's just laying in his bed looking at his picture. So the picture that he's looking at is his, like, I guess his old pair of jeans, and it says waist size 32. That was a long time ago, man. That was like 10 years
Are you
ago.
fucking kidding?
Kevin, what's your waist size?
Fucking 36.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Okay, I
watch
think we're all
out.
past the 30.
I'm at 32 actually.
What? Nice.
I swear.
Shout out me.
The X-Men's got you some pants. Hell
They're
yeah.
pretty tight though. Maybe I should move up to a 40 or something.
All right, guys. So last segment of the day is going to be our 5 random questions that we like to do with almost all of our guests here.
Bonus.
And then there's a bonus question at the end that Miss Milena has. Are you guys ready for this? Misa, are you ready?
Yeah.
Kevin, are you ready for Misa to be ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, you guys are ready. Okay, cool. All right. Question number 1, Kevin. If you could only choose to do one of these, would you go shark diving, bungee jumping, or skydiving? I'm not doing any of them, by the way, so
Yeah,
don't even
none
ask.
of
But
them.
I'll go with you, and we'll do the whole vacation thing. And get
I mean,
the-
if you had to choose, let's say you had
I'd
to.
be down with the Sharks.
Oh,
Are
fuck.
You are straight. I knew.
Well,
it.
actually, I think that might be the safest way.
Yeah.
I'm not down with the bungee. I'm scared of heights. You know what I mean? I can swim at least. You know, not very good,
I
but
got the
which one would you do, Misa?
You know what? Like, I'm afraid of heights, but
Dude, I hate heights.
I've always wanted to skydive, dude.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So,
You'd
if
probably
anything-
pass out on the way down.
Yeah, dude. But hey, at least I could say I did it.
Let's do a podcast from the sky. We'll be high.
That'll be the worst podcast ever. All you hear is like a
It's
bunch of fucking wind.
air
Yeah.
Screaming.
Okay, question 2. Do you believe in ghosts? Why or why not?
I would say no for me, and I've been around plenty of this stuff to.
Bro, have you seen Casper? It's just real.
You mean the friendly ghost?
No sea mamón!
Oh shit. Bro,
Look at he's back.
dude,
Yeah.
you've been gone for like the last fucking 3 weeks. What the fuck
Dude,
happened to this guy?
Crazy.
Yeah,
We
dude.
got a death certificate with his name on it.
Nope, he's
Weird,
still
weird.
alive, bro. He's still here. Fucking your uncle's still kicking. And
Yeah,
actually, he switched up his beer. He likes Rolling Rock now. But I was like, oh, yeah. So,
shit.
yeah.
Moving
And
on.
he likes to smoke cigarettes, and he likes to have ham and cheese sandwiches for dinner every night. So he's doing good, dude. He's progressing. So
Oh, I'm glad.
okay. Hey, Misa, do you believe in ghosts?
Sometimes, if that makes sense.
How does that make sense at all? That makes no sense sometimes.
Okay,
It's
let me
either
explain
yes
it
or
to
no.
you.
Like I'm on
Like-
Kevin's side, no.
Like right now, no.
Okay.
But
But
once
at
it gets
4 in the
dark
morning?
at night, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Lena, yes or no on ghosts?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if there's one thing you gotta know, I do not fuck with none of that. I don't fuck with no paranormal, no spirits.
Fucking
no,
Ouija board.
no, like I don't even watch scary movies.
Hey Kevin, I
don't
have
like none
I have
of
a
it.
Ouija board under our bedroom. She does,
He's-
or under our bed. She doesn't
He's
even
not
know
me
it.
fuck- Yeah, fuck.
All right, question 3.
Ouija
guys.
board. Dude, you know what's so funny? I'd seen like a meme somewhere that said like, it's crazy how you have to be 21 to buy alcohol, but you need to be like 8 years old to summon the devil. It's a picture of like a Ouija board.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, question 3. Kevin, what is the single best piece of advice you've ever received?
Shit.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Well, I wish I would have listened to it, but I probably would have listened to enjoy being young while you can.
Hey, well, how old are you? Shit.
He's all fuck.
No, this guy's like you. He's been living on his own since a young age.
Yeah, I feel you, man. My back hurts.
So, what, you feel like you missed out on your youth there, Kelvo?
I would say just in a hurry to be older instead of kind of kicking back and enjoying the younger ages, like she said. Moving out at an early age, working at an early age. Not your typical teen
Just slow
years.
down.
Living as an adult or
Hey, I feel you. Hell yeah. I commend you for that, by
Do
the
you
way.
feel like you've mellowed out since then? Or like maybe have you gotten a little bit more adventurous? Now that you know that you're more secure in like yourself, you know what I mean? Like
I'd say it's like both. I'd say like it is more like chill, but also adventurous. Like I've already learned from the bullshit. I've already kind of learned from what to do, what not.
You're more mature about shit,
Yeah.
you know.
All right, guys.
That's why I didn't take a shot right now.
You know you fucking would be down to be drinking with us right now.
Yeah.
All right, question 4. 3 things that you would take to a deserted island.
this is perfect for you. You're all about survival.
Shit. I'd like to have some music.
All right. I'll give you like, you can take this one phone that would be connected to the internet and you can play any song at any time. But all you can do is listen to music. You can't use the internet for any other
That's
purpose.
for like sanity, right?
So,
Like,
okay, so music, you'll have any music you want, number 1.
So does this have to be like, how am I gonna live on this island type question?
No, it's kind of like you're gonna live, like you're gonna figure that part out. Like,
Yeah.
what are those extra things that you wish you could have? You know what I mean? Like the luxury of being on.
That's why I laughed that he said music. I was like, bro, how is that gonna keep you alive?
No, it's like kind of like the thing is like, you're going to this island and you'll figure it out, but you can only take 3 things from back home with you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I would, either a form of music, if I couldn't, have music, maybe like a guitar or something like that to, pass time and play and something of that nature.
Share.
Alcohol.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Nice. Okay. So last
Yeah.
thing.
And the last one would let's see, what else would I bring to an island? I don't know, maybe something to like draw or like sketch or write, anything of that nature, some pencils and paper and
Little sketch pad.
yeah, something like that.
Okay. Misa, what are you taking to an island?
I mean, I like that whole idea with the music and alcohol. But, my third thing would be probably like I don't know, like a pet.
Like a dog?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So someone to
Companion.
chill with?
Or one of my kids or something.
Well, I think you're better off with the dog.
Yeah.
Or until they grow up, because then they could be useful, because then there would be 2 of you. I guess. Okay, Lena.
Nah, but then they don't want to drink beer.
Yeah,
Never
but-
mind. I'll stick with a dog.
Okay, yeah. Lena, what are you taking to an island?
I definitely think something to write because I think it's important.
Her
especially-
homework.
Fuck off.
Her book?
Well, depends on if I'm on break or camera. No. Yeah, I guess something to write. I would want something just to be connected to the internet for like leisure type shit, like not just music, but like books and stuff.
So we'll give you an Amazon Kindle
Yeah,
file.
get her a Kindle. Get her a Kindle with 120 gigs.
Oh,
You had to read the book and delete it and then download another one.
whatever. And then alcohol, yeah, for sure. Like I'm not. No. I take it back.
No.
I'll take that Mary Jane.
Okay. True. Okay. So question number 5, Kevin. If you could, and this ties into a little bit about what we just talked about staying young. But if you could stay one age for the rest of your life, which age would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good one, right? Because you're like, I could have the luxury of being a kid and not having responsibilities, but then I can't drink and I can't drive and I can't go about my life how I want.
You'll probably be like in a foster home the whole time, dude.
Yeah. So, this is a tough one. I think this is a good question.
A baby.
Now you know what?
That's like the worst part of
You
being
can
alive.
just shit
Yeah.
and eat all day.
Yeah.
You can do that now too.
But you don't like create experiences or anything.
Yeah.
All right, man, go ahead.
Like I think I'd probably go with somewhere in the middle school age, somewhere in that range. Because you get to the high school level, there is more responsibility, there is more shit going on. For some people, they are already working, they're already dealing with these kinds of issues. So I felt like middle school was, it was pretty laid back. There was no worries, there was no concerns. It was just kind of like just have fun,
Yeah, I
Hey.
definitely agree.
I feel you on that. Misa, what age are you staying?
Probably this age.
Which is what, 29?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So Kevin, you're staying like 12?
somewhere in that range, 12 to 14.
Okay.
Yeah,
Lena, what age are you staying?
I think I'm with Kev. Nah, I'd say no, middle school.
Okay. I'm going
So the same age.
Yeah, so she's 12 too. Okay. Bro, I'm going 21 for sure, dude. Like, because now you're like, that's the best you can get because now you can do everything. But you're also kind of capped out in a way, but it's also like you're just going to have a good ass time all the time.
Yeah.
So,
That's why
and,
I picked this.
and your back doesn't hurt, Misa, and you don't have kids either. So, you know what I mean?
Your metabolism is so good.
Okay, Lena's got the bonus question and we'll close out the pod for today, guys.
One word to describe your life. Please do not use blessed.
This was a bonus question that I've already heard before.
Fucking answer. Well, then you better
Wow.
go have a goddamn good answer.
Oh, well then.
God diggity down.
Well, I'll be goddamned. Son of a bitch. One word
Yeah,
to
see?
describe my
Think
life.
about it. It's pretty
By
hard.
being blessed.
Can't be blessed.
One word.
Got it.
Let's go with winner.
Hey.
Winner chicken dinner. Are you fucking serious? Winner?
We are
Yes,
win-
Lena, that's what he said.
Ay,
We
ay,
are
ay.
winning in life, Len. Winning.
All right. I'm taking note of it.
Misa, write that down. Winning. That's 2 N's, okay?
Hey, Nick, real quick. Did you run track by chance? Can you tell me your times?
Hey, his name's
What?
not Nick.
Stop.
It's Kevin.
I mean, Kevin. Stretch that one off.
Yeah. Switch up the names.
Ay, ay.
That shit
Is
was
it-
hilarious.
Wait,
With
yeah,
the C or K?
stop.
Kevin with the K. And then there's a V. There's a V in there. And then it ends with the I and an N.
In.
Okay. So just make sure you get that right.
Yeah,
All right.
that's him.
So final thoughts on the podcast today. Who wants to go first? I think Lena wants to go first. Lena, go first.
The one time I don't want to go first. Kevin, I hate you. No, I'm just kidding.
The feeling is mutual.
Thanks for spending your time with us, dude. I know how it is. I know you work hard. I know that, you got a lot going on between work and school and fucking life and living. So thank you for sharing your time and your space with us and a part of your soul. It's always cool when you have friends on and when we share like bonds and friendships and memories and stuff. So shout out.
Misa, final thoughts.
Yeah. Dude, Kevin with a K. Bro, nice meeting you, man. Good podcast. One good advice. Stay away from Chris, man.
Yeah, straight up.
For
Good
real.
advice.
But
Hey, how come you tell that to all my friends?
Dude, have you heard the stories that you guys have gone through? Yeah,
Oh, that's why we're still friends, because we've been through some fucking shit.
yeah.
Hey, you gotta go through adversity with your friends, bro. It tests the bond. You know what I mean?
I think you mean randomness and craziness.
No. Because it was all orchestrated that way. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm gonna fall off the truck tonight, guys. That's my plan.
For real, dude. And look, you'll never forget that shit ever, dude. I don't care who you are, you won't. All right, Kevin, final thoughts.
Thanks, man, for having me on here, guys. It's been a blast. Like I said, I think you guys are, doing something good, and obviously you guys enjoy it. So shout out to all of you for having me on here, and hopefully we can do another one sometime.
Always.
Hey, Kevin, before you go, I wanted to check in on your hydro flask that you won. How's that doing?
It's actually great. I take it to work every single day. I go through it probably like twice in a day, and
Nice.
keeps everything extremely cold. So shout out to Chris as well for providing that to you guys, and for you guys giving me a chance to win it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Chris Molina for sure. Shout out the
For-
good.
Shout out to Gavin.
But yeah, guys, this was episode 37 of Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. My final thoughts, Kevin, thanks for hopping on here, bro. Shout out. I'm sorry about your car once again, bro. I mean, I can't apologize enough for that. I know I fucked up. But yeah, dude, thanks for coming on here, chopping it up with us. I feel like this was a really cool episode. A lot of good memories that we talked about. Misa, fix that fucking shit eating grin on your face, please.
Chris,
There you go.
you do know,
dude. I just
know that I know where you live, right?
I know, dude, but I just want to see you smile, dude. I just want to. There you go. Yeah,
Oh,
yes, sir.
no.
Okay, Lena, thank you again, guys. This was, like I said, episode 37, conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube, and what?
Did you get Misa's final thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, he interrupted me halfway through, but it's cool.
You see how he is?
No, you did too, Lena.
Okay, Misa, final thoughts.
Yeah, anyways, Kevin, it was a good one. Chris, it was a good one. Lena, learn some manners.
That's it.
Now I'm done.
Okay. Okay, let's try this one more time. All right, guys. That was episode 37, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts. And we are out. What is up, everyone? This is our giveaway, where we're going to announce who the winner of our giveaway is. Just finished putting together episode 37 featuring our boy Kevin Austin. So yeah, guys, thank you for everybody who participated in this giveaway. What we did is we wrote down your names in numeric order, and then we're gonna do a little randomized number, and we'll show it on the screen. That way you can see who won. So I got the list right here. Here's a list. Okay. So number 1, guys, it's number 1 through 13. So number 1 is Kendall. So that means if the randomizer picks your number, you win. It's as simple as that. Kendall Lee's number 1. Number 2, Sarah Desiree Michelle.
Oh, Sarah Denise.
Oh, sorry. I have terrible handwriting. Number 3, Elijah Sevilla. Shout out to you. Number 4, Dominique Untalan. If I mispronounce these guys, somebody correct me, okay?
Please.
No, it's funny. It's funny, dude. Just keep going.
Number 5, Naomi Priscilla. Jesus, struggled with that one. Number Elijah Williams. Number 7, Kimberly Cummings. Number 8, Kevin Galindo. Number 9, our boy Blue.
Yeah. What up, blue?
Number 10, my boy Isaac Beltran. Number 11, Nicky Nojos. Number 12, Sylvia Ponce. And number 13, Lupita Diaz. So shout out to all you guys for participating, checking out the live stream, sharing.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So without further ado, guys, I'm going to share my screen. Misa, make sure that it's coming through good for me, please.
Yeah.
Come-
Damn, dude, I look good.
Yeah, here's my screen, guys.
Hey.
Okay. As you can see, I've set numbers 1 right here through 13. You see that, Misa?
I see it.
Once I hit this roll button, this number 9 is going to change. Whoever's number it lands on, you're going to be the person who wins the giveaway, okay?
Mm.
Can I get a drum roll? Can you do that? Drum roll, please. Okay, so count us down, Misa. Tell me when. 3, 2, 1, and then I'll do it. Tell me.
3, 2, 1. Hey! I don't know who is that.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Dominique. Woo woo.
Hey, Dom! Actually, it was her birthday. I don't know if it was yesterday or a couple of days ago. So there
Nice.
you go. Shout out.
Get a birthday. Well, it's not, I mean, she won it, so it's not really.
It's
a
not
birthday
really
gift
for her
card.
birthday.
But it could be. So
But anyways, guys, so shout out to Dominique. She's the winner for this giveaway. Thank you for supporting the show.
Yes, thank you.
Me or Misa will get in touch with you and we'll get you, the gift card that you won. So shout out to you guys. Guys, we're about to start recording episode number 39 featuring my sister, Amanda Marcus. So we're going to get into that. But thank you guys for sharing. I hope you enjoyed Kevin's episode. Misa, you have any final words for the people today?
yeah, it's just a big shout out to everybody. Thanks for the support, guys. Really, really appreciate it. We love you guys. Let's do it. What's next? Who's next, Chris? Who's next?
Next up, we got our boy Matt Rivera. He's episode number 38. Lena, do you have any final words?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I should have been better prepared. Thank you for participating. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving us your time. Just thank you guys for your support. It's really been great to have all the feedback and just make connections and networks. So thank you for spending your time with us. Shout out Dominique. Can't wait to talk to you. Maybe you're down to get on the pod. And again, if you're down to hit us up, please reach out. Don't be shy. You're already on your phone, so spend this time educating yourself, donate, and yeah.
All right, guys. So we are out for today.
Yeah.
And we will catch you on the flip side. We are out.
Yeah.